Good morning. Hi guys. Welcome back to Freeze Drying Mama. Man, I feel like I get worse and worse, like scrunchy face after camping for a couple days. This is day 3, morning day, or I guess night 2, day 3, whatever. And this morning we're going to be doing some omelets. And we're doing omelets in our pans, mess kits. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. But again, it's these little guys right here. They're awesome. Stainless steel. I got water in it because I washed them in the creek. So I'm putting stuff together in a cup to reconstitute it. So I've got these little guys because we're going to be using our pop-up cups for our orange juice. But what I'm doing for the omelets is I'm actually just going to be adding stuff together and then dumping in water. So we're starting with the egg, and I'm making my husband's right now. He's videographing for me today, and so he gets to be my little guinea pig. So I've got my egg. Remember, we freeze-dried eggs. If you haven't seen that video, go check out how to freeze-dry some eggs. But I freeze-dried eggs, raw egg powder, specifically for this trip, so I'm not breaking into my food storage. Then what I'm going to do is, this is about, I don't even know. I'm not even going to guess. I'm just going to put it in the cup. We'll start him with, I don't know, how much do you want, babe? You hungry? Yeah, he's nodding that he's hungry. All right, we're going to go for more than that then. And it's nice and freeze-dried. It's nice and crumbly still, flaky, so I know that it's done really good. It's a little cold because it sits in the bins overnight. So we're going to see if we can do it. That'll be good. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm adding peppers to this because I freeze-dried peppers. I've already opened all these up so you can't really see the labeling, but I can tell what they are by the shape of the package. And that looks all nice and pretty and chopped up in there. And I'm going to add those to this because I want them to kind of reconstitute when I add the eggs. But the other things that I have in here, for instance, the mushrooms, I have just canned mushrooms. If you see my other video, you probably saw I ran out of time. So I couldn't freeze dry everything I wanted to. We have a lot of stuff going on the last couple weeks. Alright, so I'm putting peppers in there. And then I'm going to add, I also have sliced cherry tomatoes, which I would freeze dry normally, but again, ran out of time. So I've got these I'll put in, but I'm going to first do this. And I'm going to add the water. Got some water, and I'm just going to add it and let it sit for a bit as it reconstitutes. Okay, while that's settling and getting ready for that, I'm going to get my pan ready. Okay, so the pan, I'm going to do some spray on it. And remember, these mess kits are stainless steel. I'm not expecting them to work like Teflon or non-stick pans. I'm expecting them to work like stainless steel, which means I'm not going to be sitting there scraping them like you would scrambled eggs. I really just want them to cook, bubble. If I put the lid on, it should get a nice cooked feel on top too, so I don't have to flip it too much. So I'm just going to spray this so it doesn't stick, because even though it is stainless steel and it's not Teflon, I still don't want it to stick as much as possible. And I didn't pack bacon grease. I should have packed bacon grease. That's like my go-to. Okay, so while that's starting to get reconstituted, you can kind of see it's starting to get like that. Is it weird to say it's snotty looking? Is that weird? How when raw egg looks? But yeah, it's starting to get that look to it. So we'll give that a second. But I am going to be doing mushrooms on top. I'm going to do some grape tomatoes that I sliced, or that my husband sliced. And I've got the freeze-dried shredded cheese, which I have to eat it because I love it. And it's like crackers. But I'm going to put that on top. And I'm not going to reconstitute it before, because I want it to capture as much of that steam that comes off of the eggs as they cook, just in case I put too much water in. I'm not measuring, as you can see. I don't usually measure. I also have sour cream they can put on after. I have ketchup. I know, ketchup's weird sometimes on omelets. Work with me, I have 6 kids, and I'm a ketchup freak. Okay, so it's starting to come together. I'm going to use one of my sporks. Here we go. Oh my goodness. That looks awesome. I don't know if you can see that, but it's almost fully reconstituted. Back to raw eggs. I'm going to mix those peppers in there. This looks like it's about 2 eggs, maybe 3 eggs worth. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to turn this in if my husband wants to come a little closer. You can kind of see. And I'm just going to flatten that out like that. And I'll use the same spoon to mix that. Okay, and I'm going to put the cheese on this part. Let me see what we've got going here. I'm gonna add some mushrooms for him. He likes mushrooms. Maybe not as much as I like mushrooms, but I know he loves tomatoes, so he's gonna get a good chunk of tomatoes here. There we go. Now, never, ever, ever forget your salt and pepper, because survival doesn't have to be bland. So my husband likes pepper, so I get these cheap little salt and pepper packets to take, or shakers to take with me wherever I go camping or hunting or dirt biking if we're doing an overnighter or something. And he likes salt. I don't know why this is, because kids open it. So if kids ever open yours, make sure to open it. There we go. All right. Honey, that got a lot of salt, sorry. Okay, so I'm going to cook this and I'll come back and we will see how it turns out. Hopefully it's not crap. That would suck. All right. All right, guys, here we are back, and you can see how I might have made it a little bit hot on the edges, but this has cooked perfectly. We flipped it. It was still continuing to cook. You can see the cheese is starting to get nice and soft, and this is going to be a perfect meal. So we would throw, like I said, if you're one of my kids, you'll probably douse it with ketchup and make it not so pretty. But knowing my husband, he'll add a little bit of Tabasco or something to it and make it super yummy and fun to eat. The tomatoes are still nice and fresh, and yeah, this is going to be a really good breakfast. All right, don't forget to hit subscribe and hit the notification button, and watch for the next video on how to plan and do a camping trip or whatever with your food storage.